So today we are in Eastrington and we're going to visit that place, the Dog and Deli, which I believe is really popular with the locals and the cyclists around here. I believe it was opened in 2020 initially under the Stamp House, and it's had a few owners since then, but we're going to check this place out. And now I understand it was an old derelict building at one time that was taken down brick by brick and built back up, so most of the bricks in that building are from the original structure that was there, which is great to see. So gonna have a spot lunch, coffee, and let's see what it's like. Right, let's go check it out. Right, let's have a look. What should we go for? I think I'm going to go and try this hot roast sandwich with chips and gravy. Right, I've had a quick change of heart. They've just told me that the pie of the day is steak and potato. So I'm having steak, potato, pie with chips, peas and gravy. Yeah, I think that's the right choice. Right, see what it's like when it arrives. Shift that out of the way. Brilliant.
Yeah, well,
Smashing.
There we go.
Thank you very much.
Sauces?
Have you got some brown, please?
Yeah, there's some salt and pepper.
Yeah, great stuff. Thank you. Right. Looks all right so far. Got to get a bit of the old salt on there. I've just been a bit controversial, just asked for a bit of brown sauce, so I'll just wait for that to arrive. Thank God, the chips look decent, nice and chunky.
There's that one for you.
Brilliant, that's great.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Right, chips first off. Nice and fluffy, crispy on the outside, chunky, just the way I like it. Get a bit of the old gravy, not too thick. Sometimes it's just about doing the simple things right, not having those frozen chips that I just can't stand, but they spot on. Absolutely nothing wrong with them at all. Right, let's check what this pie's like. So, some nice big chunks of meat in there. So filling wise, not too bad. And then you've got the peas, good portion of peas. What I don't like are peas that are all gloopy and horrible, which they aren't. So that's absolutely fine. Right, let's give this pie a try. So we've got a nice bit of meat. nice and hot. It's nice. The crust is soft. It's not overly hard. Sometimes you get this outer crust here and it's like biting down on a bullet, but that's absolutely fine. If you look, it's actually, I could be wrong, maybe it was me, I thought she said meat and potato, but it's actually just a steak pie, which is even better. So the pie, tasty, hot, plenty filling, definitely thumbs up. Like I said, chips, chunky, homemade, proper chips, not that frozen garbage that you get elsewhere. So that, definite thumbs up. Peas, I actually don't mind them. Some people might say they're a bit watery or whatever, but I actually like them. There's nothing worse than those thick, gloopy peas. So taste all right, not bad actually. Nothing special. Sometimes you get them, they've got like a mint flavour to them or whatever. They're just plain peas, not brilliant, not a disaster. So overall, not bad. So nice, warm, well, hot meat, braising steak, and the crust is absolutely perfect. I'm not sure if they're made in-house or whatever, but you can see there, loads of meat. This is what you can't beat. Come in to a local cafe like this, a little gem in a nice little village on a warm day with a nice meal at a good price, and you get a nice coffee as well with that. Spot on. All I can say is well done, Dog and Deli. Good. Let's get them peas on the plate. Tell you one thing I'm not a big fan of. When they present these chips in these little containers, these little metal containers or whatever, it might look fancy, but by the time you've emptied them out, you've got about 4 or 5 chips on the plate. Just put them on the plate and you can actually see how many you've got. Right, I'm going to finish this off, take a few shots of the building because I didn't do that on the way in, and I'll give my final thoughts at the end. Right, I'll see you guys in a bit. Always a good sign. Clear plate. Right, well, I'd say that was a resounding success. Absolutely no issues with that at all. And for 11 quid, spot on. Right, I'm going to finish this, go and pay, and then give my final thoughts and make sure I get some shots of the building itself. See you guys in a bit. More of this, please, hopefully. You still got the chairs at the front?
Yeah. Kind of like at 2 o'clock. It's lovely there at 14:30.
Thank you.
Yeah, 2 o'clock is really nice because I feel like the sun has moved.
Yeah. I love it. More the better.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's all very good.
Great stuff. All right, thank you. Cheers, bye. Now they have got all these doggies outside, which are pretty cool. And I believe these down on the floor, you've got all these stones, all these pebbles put in. Unfortunately, they've all kind of worn off now, but you can see where they were painted. Apparently that was all done during COVID when they were building the place. Obviously in 2020 or 2019, 2020, when this place was being built, they decided that they were going to run some sort of competition with the kids, and they painted all these large pebbles, and then they integrated it into the building there, which is a nice thing. But yeah, overall, absolutely spot on. So just a quick look at the Dog and Deli. So over there, that's the Black Swan pub, which I will be paying a visit to at some point. Do a good pint of Guinness. And this is still one of the remaining storage areas. I think that is owned by the Black Swan, but there was another building similar to that here, like I say, which was taken down brick by brick, and that brickwork you see in it is the original brickwork, which is good to see. Yeah, great looking venue, and they also sell fruit and veg there. So final thoughts are, yeah, no issues whatsoever. The food was decent, pie was tasty, it was all hot, homemade chips, 11 quid, pretty good value, I've got to say. Nice people running the place as well, clean and tidy. I think they said they're just doing a bit of a revamp outside, they're going to move things around, but it was absolutely fine, no issues whatsoever. So yeah, give that a solid 8 out of 10 I think. And then I think we're going to head to the Black Swan just next door and try that out next. Anyway, if you're in Eastrington, check it out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember, subscriptions don't cost anything, it is free, just a quick click. And leave any comments below on your views on my videos. I am new to all this, so if I can make improvements, please do leave some feedback below. I'll see you guys next time.